Hey, it's Friday, February 17th, 2023. I've got another really great message for you this week. If you're a real estate professional or a client of mine, you're gonna wanna listen up and you're definitely gonna wanna share this information because we are living in a day and age of artificial intelligence and it's gonna impact you, especially if you're applying for a home loan or a home purchase. So you're gonna wanna listen up to this tip. I've got two resources that are gonna help protect your identity, help protect your credit score, maybe even give you a little bit of a boost on your credit score. I'll come back to that here in a second, but every single week I talk about mortgage rates. Are they up or down week over week? So you can get a pulse, you can keep a pulse on the market and how healthy it is or what it's doing. So over the last week, we saw mortgage rates go up over a half a percentage point. So we're 6.75 to almost 7% right now. Remember, last week we were down 5.99 to 6.1 1/8, okay? This is not a quote, this is just a range, but rates did go up because inflation, we saw 3 really good months of reduced inflation. You know what? The year over year inflation numbers weren't as good as they needed to be, showing that we don't have a grip on this whole inflation thing. So expect the Fed to increase the Fed rate again or continue to increase in the Fed rate to push down inflation. But remember, as inflation drops, so will mortgage rates. As inflation increases, so will mortgage rates. And that's what we saw week over week. All right, so my message this week. Dan, you just pulled my credit. I just applied for a home loan with you, and I'm getting nonstop solicitations from telemarketers, other mortgage companies. What in the heck? Did you sell my information? Absolutely not. I would never do that. New American Funding would never do that. That's not the case. In fact, when I pull your credit, I delete your cell phone and I delete your email out of our system, hit save, run your credit, and then I go back in and add back in your cell phone and your email. You have to understand that the credit bureaus, TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax are billion-dollar entities, okay? It's a billion-dollar industry. Also, your cell phone provider, billion-dollar industry. AI has linked the two together. So if your cell phone is public record, which it is, and your personal information is public with Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, they're gonna sell it. Okay, what they're doing is they're selling this, it's called a trigger lead. They're selling this to telemarketers to reach out to you to upsell you on services. The easiest way to handle this, I've got 2 simple tips for you. Number 1, when you get a call coming in on your cell phone and it says telemarketer underneath it, or you don't know the number, don't answer it, okay? Once you answer it, you open up Pandora's box. Number 2, go to the National Do Not Call list. donotcall.gov. Put your name and your information in there. Remove yourself or add yourself to the National Do Not Call list. The other one, optoutprescreen.com. optoutprescreen.com. That'll reduce the amount of solicitations that you're going to get. But unfortunately, this has nothing to do with me. I would never, ever sell or allow your personal information to leave our internal protected system here at New American Funding. I want to wrap with this. Okay, I've been reading this book on relationships and marriage called Love and Respect. Really, really great book. Just wrapping up the end of it. And I want to share this with you because this is super valuable and this really has a lot to do with relationships, but just in general in life. The last part of this chapter is titled, What's Inside Will Come Out. Now think about this. A speck of sand that gets in our eyes could cause irritation, it could cause infection, and ultimately left untreated, blindness. But that same speck of sand fallen into an oyster over time could create a beautiful pearl, valuable pearl. Now the author goes on to say, the sand was an agent that revealed the innermost properties of the eye and the oyster. In real sense, when life with your spouse causes irritation, you can let it develop into an infection or you can allow it to become a pearl. I absolutely love this. I'm getting so much out of this book. Love this book. Highly encourage it. I hope this message was valuable. Have an incredible weekend. Take the tips that I gave you. Even if you're not applying for a mortgage, go put yourself on that list. It'll protect your identity, protect your credit score, and I know it'll add value to you, okay? If you need anything, please reach out to me. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.